All right, you ready?
Go for it.
Okay, hold on, wait. Okay, all right, I'm ready.
All right. Are you ready, though?
I don't know, am I? Okay, welcome to Burn the Ship, the podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to go all in and connects them with other professionals that can help them do it. Today's guest is Ben Fleming with first response pressure washing, and
There you
he's
go.
going to tell you what he has learned about that.
All right. This is really different than you think it would be.
Yeah?
But anyways, my name's Ben. I've pressure washed for a total of about 5 years. This past February, I decided to do it on my own. I work public safety full time and still do, but I decided that I work too much overtime on an ambulance, so let's do something else.
Okay.
So ended up taking a $5,000 loan, $5,500 loan from my grandfather, and went and found a pressure washer. And it just happened to be exactly what we needed. Went and picked it up, started posting Facebook ads. That's what I started doing.
Okay.
Facebook ads, and then we got into business cards. Now we're getting into brochures and more marketing or more
Digital marketing?
that's it. That's what I was trying to say. Look, I draw blanks sometimes.
It's okay.
Now we're doing the digital marketing thing. We've got brochures now.
Okay.
So, but I will say pressure washing is pretty fun.
Yeah?
Oh, I love it.
That's good.
I love it.
It's good. And you said you started doing it. So you started the first response pressure washing in February of this year? Okay.
So I started on my own in February,
Okay.
but I had worked for other people before, so I already knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was running a truck at 18 years old doing it by myself
Wow.
and on $1 million homes in Atlanta.
That's awesome.
So I was able to teach my dad how to do it because he does a lot for me. He does a lot for the company. I couldn't keep up with the stuff he keeps up with.
Yeah.
I stay running ragged. So
So what really inspired you to start your own business? Like what made you want to go all in and start your own business?
see, with working in public safety, you have all these protocols. Protocols, rules, standard operating procedures, all these different things that you have to abide by. So even if your boss is boss and you see a better way that you can get it done, he says, no, you got to do it the way he wants you to. Me, I can do it how I want.
Yep.
As long as I get the result I want, which is basically 0 to hero. So, bad to good. So, as long as I can see the transformation and the customer's happy, that's my main thing.
Okay. And so where did the first response name come from?
Being a first responder.
Okay. So you've been doing EMT for about 6 years and you became an actual paramedic about, you said 2 years ago?
Something like that.
Okay. And then so what were some of the struggles that you came and ran into when you started your own business?
Not having enough time. I feel like, especially with as much overtime as I was working straight 48s and
Oh my.
consistently.
Yeah.
So I'd work 2 days off one, 2 days off one. I did that for about 3 months.
Okay. Did you let go of some of that overtime when you started your business?
A little bit. I'm still an overtime freak.
I know I spoke with your dad when I called you the other day, and he was telling me that you were working, that you worked for a whole 24 hours, and you'd probably be getting up soon, and you'd be calling me back. So that's awesome.
Right.
And do you like being a paramedic?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I always say it is people think it sucks, which I mean it is the blue collar profession of the medical field. We get down and dirty. We'll go track a body in the woods if we have to and pull it out. We'll do what we got to do because ain't nobody gonna do it for us.
Right.
So, and I like that it's just me and one person, and
Yep.
the things we can do, just us, to immediately save a life. I wouldn't trade for the world.
That's awesome. What made you want to become a paramedic?
I needed the t-shirts.
That's awesome. Okay, so you sound like you love being a paramedic, and because of that, you went out, opened your own business, named it First Response Pressure Washing. And so your business really revolves around your passion, which is helping people, right? Okay, so you become an expert about that. So tell me a little bit more about why it's important for you to work for yourself and help other people.
I mean, some people can't help themselves. Some people just don't want to. I mean, it's just the way I am.
Yeah, it's a good trait to have.
That's just the way my parents raised me, honestly. I mean, that's all I can say.
That's good. And so what is some advice that you would give our audience if they wanted to go out and start their own business while working a full-time job, working overtime? What is something that you would give them as that would help them and be value to them when they do that?
The biggest things are, and we're still dealing with this, is don't overwork yourself. Don't get too busy too quick. We started I think we actually started getting jobs beginning of March.
Okay.
And we had a goal in March of 5 or 6 jobs, 5 or 6 house washes. That's it. Not counting driveways. I did 4 driveways in our first month.
Yeah.
But they don't count.
Yeah.
6 house washes. Well, especially with trying to get back used to pressure washing, because people think, okay, you're just holding a wand, or you're just pushing it's basically a lawnmower with wheels instead of a motor and blades, it's a trigger and a bar that has water come out of it to clean like a driveway. Well, it's just don't overwork yourself and don't buy what you need at the beginning. Don't buy what you want. I mean, go to Home Depot, spend $1,200, get you 200 foot of pressure hose, or 150, and then get you some heavy duty water hose. Go buy you a $800-900 machine. Make sure you got a wand. You don't have to have heat in the beginning. You just gotta go slower.
Yeah.
I mean, we were lucky enough to find a machine with heat.
Right.
So I don't have to be hooked to water if I've got water in my tank either.
Okay.
So I don't always have to have the water running from the house.
Okay.
So that was our biggest thing, and that's one thing we really loved about that one machine was it was used, but it was exactly what we needed.
Exactly.
Well,
and that's good. Why go buy it brand new if you can get it used and it's just as good, if not better?
Right. So like spending $30,000 on a custom built trailer that has a soft wash system and 2 pressure washers that throw 10 gallons a minute out that you probably won't be able to hold because you won't be expecting the power it's got. I bought mine off Facebook Marketplace. Exactly what I did.
It's a good place.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's my favorite place in the world.
So it sounds like you did it well by going and looking and finding exactly what you needed for a less, lower value to you, less money for you to spend. And so what would you say that if you went back to February when you were starting your business, what would you do differently than what you did do?
A lot. I would have done more research, honestly. I know a lot about it. I don't know everything. The day I say I know everything about anything is the day I need to retire and be in a nursing home. But I would say probably the biggest thing would be my biggest thing would have been the marketing, probably. I would have started out with yard signs and brochures instead of working our way up to brochures.
Right.
That was my biggest thing.
Okay.
And I would have also probably made a Facebook account sooner. So I didn't do that till we were 3 or 4 jobs in.
Oh, okay.
So, but now I love my Facebook page I got.
Is that where you've been getting most of your business from? Okay.
Facebook, and then a lot of word of mouth.
Yep.
You do a good job for one person, you're going to get their brother, their sister's husband's parents. You're going to get all types of things.
And that is true.
And then you have the people, you're in a neighborhood in Marietta, per se. You're going to have people walking around, and All you got to do is when you're parked on the road, the side that is facing the middle of the road of your truck. So we have magnets, the magnets for your truck. Well, we put our magnets on the front driver door or passenger door, whatever side's facing out, and we put a couple cards in the windowsill.
Okay.
So they can see what it is from farther away, and then as they get closer, for somebody like me especially, having bad eyes, you're like, oh, there's a card there. Let's just grab it.
Yeah.
Tell me, why else would there be a card in the windowsill without wanting you to take it?
Exactly.
So that would probably be our biggest thing is spending a little bit more money on marketing.
Okay.
At the beginning.
Okay. And so you and your dad do it together, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's my company. He just helps me run it.
Okay.
With working 24s and 48s.
You kind of need some help then.
Yeah.
I could imagine. So I know I met you at Ackworth Connections, which we meet there Wednesdays at 11:30 at Center Street in Ackworth. Do you do any other networking? Or I know you said that was like your first time networking. Was that the only event you've been to?
Yeah, it was. I was going to go to one. I was actually looking for one yesterday, but by the time I found it, it was too late.
Okay.
Plus, I had got off work a little late, and people don't like to come to work sometimes, so you got to stay and wait.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we get off this podcast, I'll definitely give you a whole list of some networking events and invite you to some of those. So networking is where I get all of my business for what I do because, here at the MP Group, we do credit card processing, merchant services. So we help business owners and entrepreneurs save money on their processing. Yeah, I'll tell you some more about that afterwards. And so let's see. Would you rather never have I ever invest or rest?
Huh?
So would you want to invest more in, you obviously want to invest more, and what do you want to do to invest more? Or do you want to, rest back some?
Oh. You could have made that sound a lot easier.
I'm sorry, I read it off the paper.
Well, we're looking to invest. I mean, right now we hit a little bit of a dead spot. I mean,
Okay.
June, July, people are going on vacation. Not spending time at the pool, not wanting a loud machine running around, smelling a little bit of chemical for a couple hours. They just don't want that right now. They want to be able to hang out, spend time with their families.
Yeah.
Especially on summer, because it's hot.
Yeah.
But we're looking to invest. We're wanting to get a software system. We do a lot of downstreaming, which is just what we do is we do 200 foot of pressure hose.
Okay.
So our first 100 foot, and then we have a chemical injector, and then we got our second 100 foot, and then we've got our shutoff valve and our wand. Well, all we have to do is put a little hose, like a PVC hose, that's connected to that chemical injector, and then we have to just put it in chemical, and it pulls. It pulls chemical, put it on the house.
What kind of chemical do you use?
SH, sodium hypochlorite. It's basically a really strong bleach.
Oh.
But it doesn't, to me, it doesn't smell like it.
Okay.
It smells like, well, I guess it kind of does. I guess it just depends on the day. Because some days I can smell it. Some days it smells like acid. That's just me, though. I smell a lot of weird things with what I do, okay? A lot of things I don't want to smell.
Right.
But it'll make me sneeze like nobody's business.
So, if you weren't doing your pressure washing business along with being a paramedic, what would you be doing, or what would you want to do?
I don't really know, because that's what I want to do. I'm doing what I want to do.
Okay. I love that answer.
Wait, that's a lie. That's a lie. I want to be a Texas tour guide hunting. I want to be a hunting guide in Texas.
A hunting guide.
If that was an option, that would be what I was doing.
Okay. Well, do you go hunting often?
Try to.
Try to.
You
so
stay busy too much.
Yeah, kind of hard. Do you hunt deer? Do you hunt anything else?
Deer.
Deer. Okay, I like me some good deer meat. Well, I feel like we've learned a lot about you. So now tell our audience how we can find you. So like your website, your phone number, email, all that. Tell them where to find that.
You can find us on Facebook at First Response Pressure Washing, or you can call us at 470-398-8956.
Okay.
And then we don't have a website yet.
Okay.
We also have an Instagram. That is First Response Pressure Washing also.
Okay.
So.
And how can we help you?
Let me come pressure wash for you. That's probably the best thing I got.
All right. Well, tell us what burning the ship has done for you and why our audience should do it too. What that means is burning your ship and going all in on your business. What has it done for you, and how our audience, or why they should do it too for themselves?
I mean, there's no risk without reward.
Okay.
So, if you want something, go get it.
Okay.
So, and if you got to go all in to do it, do it.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, you do what you got to do.
I know that's right.
You got to want to do it too. You got to want to do it, and you got to do what you got to do. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing for me.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on to Burn the Ship with us. And so this is Ben Fleming. He owns First Response Pressure Washing. You can find him on Facebook and Instagram with those names. He mentioned the phone number earlier, but it will be attached to this. So thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.